We're back with another episode where the snake guy finally decides it is time to wrap things up with our dude, and you will not believe it. The once cocky dude has now turned into a humble kitty saying, "Thanks for the permission." Oh, gracious one. But hold on, he is not ready to stroll away just yet. Out of nowhere, a purple energy blade comes whizzing towards him. Meanwhile, the old sea is fuming, wondering how this disgraceful dude has the audacity to ask for rewards. The energy blast smacks the guy right in the back, leaving him groaning in pain, like his soul is doing the limbo out of his body. But as it turns out, another big shot in the family makes a grand entrance, this terrifying fella, Xing, master of the Yang family, and boasting the first stage of the transcendental realm. Is not pleased with the green-headed snake guy judgment. He's like, "Dude, you are taking over the family soon. Why so impulsive with your decisions?" So her man Yanggong Qing is not holding back. He straight up declares that the green dude is nothing but trash, not doing his job. Well, and just to add some spice, he reminds everyone that this green fowl had his arm amputated by someone else and brought disgrace to the young family. He shimmers with purple energy in his rage and makes it clear that no favors for this green talk about cutting to the chase. Now the scene transitions, and we have got these hoodie-draped lackeys standing. They're all respectful, congratulating their master on returning from cultivation. It's like a weird cult greeting, but hey. To each their own. The snake guy turns to the cocky dude and calls him father. He's been missing in action for 2 months and casually asks how the cultivation game is going. The cocky guy is not holding back either. He makes it crystal clear that if it were not for him going on a cultivation vacation, the family would not be in this disgraceful mess caused by the green-headed troublemaker. The lackey, ever the obedient bunch, start dragging the grainy guy out of the place while the cocky dude is still fuming. He cannot believe Elder C from the Kayao insect had the audacity to protect our dude, the one who took a shot at a young family member. Snake guy with a face that practically screams evilness, nods along with his father and casually mentions that now that our dude has dared to step into their territory, they are planning to finish him off right here in this county. The cocky guy throws some shade, reminding the snake guy to take notes from the Sixth Harmony sect. Apparently, this snake dude insisted on learning martial arts from some ghostly old man, and now he is looking all age despite being in his 20s, but the old fell reassures his father not to get too worked up. He firmly believes that the more he cultivates this underworld secret art, the older he will look. So basically, the fact that he looks like a grandpa today is proof that his cultivation is on the rise. So the old fellow proudly declares that he has now climbed from the Q1 blood realm to the second stage of the Grandmaster realm. He's practically beaming with self-praise, telling his father to be thrilled about his son's newfound prowess. But true to his cocky nature, the dad does not let a smile crack his face. He casually challenges the snake guy to prove that he has actually learned something worthwhile in all these years. As the cocky dude pours himself some wine in his fancy skull-like glass, he throws down the gauntlet. He dares the snake guy to bring our lad here before nightfall with a dark twist of words. He adds that he cannot wait to use a new skull is a cup with all the lackeys present. The snake guy immediately accepts the challenge. It seems like things are about to get intense. We are back in the Seki at the treasure pavilion. We zoom into the crowded scene. Throws another question her way. He reminds her that she is the third elder's direct disciple, usually accustomed to rare items, and finds her behavior peculiar for not baiting an eye for an item like this. At this point, she drops a bombshell revealing that she has seen someone interesting. The brother, totally lost, asks who it is. She then points out our lad, revealing that he is the one who took the data of stramonium. Zooming into our duo, we see the lady is now quite excited, sharing that she has heard there are loads of exotic items in this auction, and she is all in for witnessing the spectacle. Their pleasant journey to the auction hall is abruptly interrupted by a silver-headed dude and his sister blocking their way. It's, of course, the silver-heated duty with his sister, and he pops the question to our boy asking if they have met before triggering an immediate alarm in Ardubi's head, as he remembers her as the one who trailed him in the jungle. The lady takes a step forward, politely inquiring if he is a disciple of the Ku sect. In response, the purple head reveals that they are outer, disciples of the Sea Inked, and wonders if there is something wrong. At this point, the sister extends her hand with a pleasant smile, claiming to be a disciple of the Kau Inked as well. She introduces herself as Li Qingzhou. Now the purple head starts getting a bit. Boy, on the flip side, our lad's mental gears are turning. He wonders if she is testing his strength with this handshake in a hilariously jealous turn of events. The purple head cannot hold back and lunges forward, shaking her hand before our boy can even make contact. At this point, the silver head introduces himself as Wang Chen and reveals that he and his sister are inner disciples of the Ku sect. He then explains that during a mission, the treasure they were after got snatched by an outer disciple. Furious, he asks if they know who that person might be. The purple head completely clueless questions how they would know and wonder if they are suspecting our dude, the one who snagged it. In response, the silver head reassures her that they are just narrowing down their search. He turns to our boy, asking him to prove his innocence by allowing them to check his storage back. Our lad stays silent, and his sidekick does the talking, shouting at the top of her lungs, questioning why he needs to show the bag. At this point, the sister tells her brother not to be pushy, but he assures her that he knows what he is doing. He goes on to explain that it is proper for a senior to discipline their junior, and even if our dude is AG grieved, the most important thing is to retrieve the item, so where we see the silver head is buzzing with excitement about the Treasure Pavilion's annual auction, and he turns to his sister to gao her thoughts. He casually reveals that he accidentally snagged a treasure while on a mission last month. This gem he got is said to block attacks from the third stage of the Transcendental Realm, and he offers it to his sister for defense, but it seems the lady is not in the mood for small talk. She flatly tells her brother that she does not need it, and suggests he keeps it for himself. Undeterred by her cold response, he humbly accepts, and jealous at the sight of this lady directly extending her hand toward our silverhead, presents a stash of shining crystals, suggesting, how about this? I will bet 100 spirit stones, and if he not the one I am looking for, then these spirits all belong to you. But the lady is having none of it. She once again shouts that they are not agreeing to anything. Our boy, not only a master of martial arts but also the art of negotiation, laid down his terms like a seasoned market trader. He firmly expresses that he wants 1,000 spirit stones plus a kneeling apology, and then he will take the bet. The silverhead turns to his sister, making sure once again if she is sure that he is the one who snagged their reward. She immediately replies that she is 80% sure. With that clarification, he accepts the offer. At this point, our man casually throws his storage bag to the silverhead's way. The brother hands over the bag to his sister, reminding her that she is the best at spirit sensing. She instructs him to check the bag carefully. She starts her wonders. The pouch levitates and her eyes shimmer with a bluish aura. Despite 3 searches, she fails to detect the datstramonium. The brother, losing his composure, immediately asks how it is going. Finally, she accepts and apologizes, confirming that he is not the guy they are looking for now. The brother is pale and has lost his cool, realizing that his precious spirit stones are gone. On the other hand, our man is grinning like a devil at the prospect of claiming all those sweet rewards for himself. The purple head jumps in, flashing her confidence like a superhero saving the day, because you know they have proven their innocence, while the lady hands back his back. He casually mentions that with so many outer disciples, it is normal to make mistakes, as our lad is about to clutch onto his pouch. The lady attempts another spiritual scan, thinking she has got some detective skills. But my man is not fooled. He was ready for this situation as well. At this point, she is forced to admit that there is no supernatural drama going on, while the purple head is practically steaming at the sight of them. indirectly touching each other. The Silverhead turns into a telepathic guru. He taps into her sister's mind, asking if there is something fishy going on. The lady spills the spiritual beans, explaining that when her spiritual energy flowed through his body, she did not find any lingering aura, which only means he did not snack on or refine the Datera stramonium, and to add a cherry on top, there is no trace of any aura related to the Datera stramonium in the storage bag either. Here's where we uncover the secrets of our lad's devouring system. It has got its own built-in storage space. It's like having a mystical backpack that is even roomier than Hermione Granger's body, bottomless back, and even if he refines the stramonium, it leaves no aura behind because, well, it has got the power of devouring, not your everyday cultivation method with innocence proven our lad does not waste any time. He's like, so when are we cashing in on this bet? I have got spirit stones to count. The lady decides it is time to exit stage left, telling her brother to catch up with her later. But the brother is standing there looking like a lost puppy, wondering why. She is making a dramatic exit, and here's where the plot takes a 360 turn. She drops the bond that it was the brother who proposed the bet, and she advised him against it. Now she is playing the blame game, making it clear that the storage bag was handed to him willingly, and he is the one who asked her to check it. She is basically passing the blame like a hot potato to avoid paying up in the bet, but the brother is not taking it lying down. He tries to clarify that he did it all for her, because you know the lad's got some feelings going on for her. She coldly drops the truth bomb, telling him there is no need to do everything for her. She throws in a reminder that she has rejected him multiple times over the past few years, at Kao Insect. Ouch. And just to make it crystal clear, she states that if a guy loves her, it does not automatically mean she has to reciprocate. After all, if there are 100 people in line professing their love, what is a girl to do? The poor dude is left internally shattered. His heart resembles a jigsaw puzzle, and the pieces are scattered far and wide, taking the rejection like a champ. Meanwhile, the blue-head lady is intrigued by the whole scene, feeling a wave of admiration for the cold-hearted rejection masterclass on display as she was walk away. She casually informs him that she will be chilling in the second-floor private room. True to his word, the Silverhead hurls a pouch of spiritual stones toward our lad's way, revealing that there are only 300 stones in this bag. He promises to hand over the rest when they return to the sect. However, after snagging the stash, our lad stares at the Silverhead with deadpan eyes and sternly tells him to halt the surrounding aura. Thickens, making it clear that he has not given permission for the Silverhead to make a swift exit. The authoritative aura starts engulfing the surroundings, catching the Silverhead off guard. He's practically in panic mode, wondering what kind of mystical roller coaster he just stepped onto. Turning around, the Silverhead is met with a statue of Grenner and AR Guy, practically using intense aura despite our lad being 4 realms behind in terms of power. The Silverhead is feeling a mixture of awe and terror. True to the dramatic setup as promised, the Silverhead drops to his knees before our dude in a humble display. He accepts his mistake, apologizes for accusing our boy, but hold on. Our boy has a mischievous plan up his sleeve. His hand starts using dark energy, and with a sly grin, he cheekily mentions that this senior brother has not been properly disciplined by the previous generations of senior brothers. So he decides to take matters into his own hands, quite literally to teach a lesson or two. He places his demonic hand on the Silverhead's shoulder, and at this point, the Silverhead is practically getting torn apart from the inside. The crowd starts forming and whispers spread like wildfire. Everyone is wondering what is going on, with one person saying it is some kind of bet. Meanwhile, the Silverhead on the ground is in a state of sheer panic face, muscles tensed up as he cannot resist this earth-shattering force. But our boy is having a blast, and he does not want to stop. He casually mentions that he wants to use an alternative form of payment. And here comes the grand finale. He snags the Silverhead's precious artifact that he was once flaunting with the artifact in his hand, and a sly grin. Our lad wonders aloud if there is something special about this item. After having his fun, he starts to walk away with his sidekick, leaving the silver head on the ground, utterly humiliated. Sure enough, the silver head gets back on his feet, fuming and frustrated, while the crowd starts to disperse. He vows to remember this humiliation and promises to get back what he lost tenfold in the future. Finally, we are at the auction of the treasure pavilion, where we see the crowd is all worked up, wondering why the auction has taken so long to start. Then a lady appears on the stage, and as we zoom in, the first thing our eyes land on is her, well, let us say voluminous assets. She apologizes for the delay, welcomes everyone to the organized treasure pavilion, and introduces herself as the auctioneer and host, Hong Lion. The crowd is all ears or maybe just eyes on her introduction. On the other hand, the purple head is all fired up, excited that the auction is finally about to kick off. No time wasted. Here, the first item up for auction is a big blade, a grade 3. Advanced weapon, the wave-splitting blade, as she puffs up her pipe. She reveals that this grade 2 weapon is refined from the bone and blood of a grade 3 demonic beast, and the storm blood spirit rhinoceros wielding it can unleash a fierce and incomparable blade energy resembling a giant wave. Needless to say, if a martial artist possesses it, it would significantly enhance their power. The auctioneer Hong Lion starts the bid for the way of splitting blade at a modest 100 gold coins, and the madness begins. The crowd goes bonkers, with people blatantly throwing out figures like 150 coins, 160, and one ambitious bidder even throws in a bit of a whopping 170 coins. Meanwhile, the bluehead is thoroughly enjoying the spectacle and casually inquires her buddy about his thoughts. However, he makes it clear that he does not need it. Why, well, the rank and battle power of this weapon do not hold a candle to the spirit execution sword he already possesses. Finally, after the frenzy of bids, the auctioneer seals the deal for a whopping 300 gold coins. As the auction continues, we shift our focus to the silver head, who is feeling a kind of relief. He's grateful that when he was being utterly humiliated, she was not around to witness it. Having her witness the spectacle would have been bad for his image, and he knows she would always start looking down on him. He's also relieved that she does not take matters to heart, and this auction involves bids and gold coins. So he is planning to go all out, making sure to catch her attention and maybe change the way she looks at him this time. The auctioneer announces that the next and last item of this auction is about to be revealed. One of the servants holds the mysterious item, and the crowd is intrigued, anticipating what it might be. Finally, the big reveal. It is a jar containing the blood of the grade 6 cold jade toad king. The crowd is in disbelief, wondering if it is actually the blood of a toad king to add some more spice. The auctioneer mentions that, as everyone is aware, the cold jade toad's blood can cure all poisons in the world, and the efficacy of this blood is even higher than that of a normal cold jade toad. If a martial artist takes it, not only will they be able to cure poison, but their power will also be greatly enhanced without 10 years of hard training. At this point, my man is looking all interested, and he is definitely thinking of snagging this one. The bid starts from 10,000 gold coins, and the madness begins once again. The whooping 10,000 gold coin figure starts to look mealy when the biders take it to the level of 30,000, but the silverhead steals the spotlight, bidding 100,000 gold coins. Everyone in the crowd is left with their bids stuck in their throats after hearing that amount. However, just as my man is about to chime in with a BTI of 200, he is completely stopped from spitting out any more numbers by the purple head. She immediately reminds him that she will buy it for him and asks if he is trying to look down upon her. The guy makes it clear that he is not looking down on her. It's at this moment that he almost forgets. He is hanging around with one of the richest ladies, then she goes for it, instantly uttering 300,000 gold coins. The reason behind this extravagant bid is simple. She does not care if she gambles away her entire New Year's worth of money, but if our dude wants this item, he is getting it. The dude is caught off guard. He did not expect her to be that rich. On the other hand, A sparkling glint appears in the auctioneer's eyes at the prospect that she is going to spend the entire day counting up that money. The crowd is also filled with despair. Their faces are totally paled by the realization of just how wealthy she is. The silverhead is now looking more tarnished than silver after getting caught. The auctioneer, raising her voice like she is on a game show, asks if anyone wants to bid any more or if she should just close the deal and start counting her commission. The silverhead is in a real pickle, torn between the fear of bankruptcy and the hope of impressing the lady of his dreams. But wait. The lady decides to play her cards and casually raises her hand, tossing out 500,000 gold coins, like she is tossing spare change into a wishing well. The crowd's reaction is priceless. They are coughing up more than just surprise. Some might need a financial hake maneuver. Meanwhile, the purple head, realizing it is the same woman who had some questionable handshakes with our dude, turns angrier than a cat. At bath time, the auctioneer, unfazed by the chaos, asks once more if anyone else wants to join the bidding party, or if she should just wrap it up. This leaves the lady in a tight spot, turning to our boy and practically begging him not to break her bank, because she never expected the price to suddenly be so high. But our man, cool as a cucumber in a snowstorm, just smiles and appreciates her financial bravery. The auctioneer, hammer in hand, is ready to bring the curtain down with a twinkle in his eye and a confidence level. Rivaling someone who has just found a cheat code in life, our dude decides it is time to join the bidding war. But just as he is about to make his move, the mayor strolls and casually drops a bit of 1,000,000 gold coins. At this point, the silverhead and his sister find themselves on the edge, where the auctioneer is just pleasantly smiling, deriving joy from the chaos, and the purple head is in complete shock to see her father. And of course, I am not going to delve into what is going on in our goofball's mind then and there. The auctioneer seals the deal and congratulates this handicapped old cot for obtaining the blood of the Jade Toad King. After the intense bidding, we find ourselves outside, where the sun is casting its yellow shade on everything, turning it into evening under this yellow hue. We see the lady carrying her father's wheelchair. Expressing her coincidence, she reveals that he has just come down from the mountain and decided to visit Keong County. Keen as ever, she asks if he has sent someone to keep an eye on her every day. But the old man immediately denies it, though his face clearly tells a different story. The old man, trying to divert attention, suddenly starts coughing dramatically and pulls out a bottle, suggesting our lad should take it since he was so keen on bidding for the toad blood. Our lad, seeing through the act like a pro, calls out the old man's bluff and demands him to cut the crap and get straight to the point. The old man, clearly not in the mood for pleasantries, fires back with a sassy tone, pointing out that this brat still has the same neck for pissing people off. He bluntly states that the words coming out of our lad's mouth are irritating. Heckin tells him to feel free to take the darn bottle. So, okay, that is a wrap for this video. Now let us all collectively scratch our heads and ponder, until the next part is out, why this old cot decided to drop an out of nowhere. Until next time. Now.